going on, Geeks? You're listening to episode 432 of the Geeks Under Grace podcast. My name's Cody Armour. I'm here with Jonathan Nichols.
What's up?
And Andrea Riccati.
Hello.
And this week, we're geeking out about Nintendo. For once, I feel like, no offense, but I'm so glad to be happy about something that Nintendo's doing. The future of Warner Brothers. I wasn't going to say that, and I was like, no, I'm going to say it. And a whole bunch of Netflix stuff. Nintendo is my childhood, and so I have this love-hate relationship. Like, I feel like a Star Wars fan with Nintendo. If you're a real fan of Star Wars, you hate it for some reason. Nintendo, there's so many things I want them to be doing, and they did one. It's a good one.
Cody, I don't understand what you mean. Nintendo can do absolutely no wrong. I don't understand what you mean.
Yeah. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. We'll get into the games that we've been playing. I'll start again. So I'm going to be done talking about it, I think, after this. Expedition 33. I finished Act 3. And I heard there's an update that'll be coming out soon, right?
They did announce they're making a DLC right now, but it's not been revealed yet as to what that DLC will be, so it will come down the line. No. I know that.
Watch it just be swimsuits.
Oh man. No, but they had the actors in the studio, so there's gonna be no dialogue. I don't know exactly with what, but we'll see.
That's cool. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The joke there. There are these gestural beaches. Gestural is a creature in the game, and everyone gets swimsuits, and I'm like, I'm not. Why? I'm not fighting Nevrons. And very French swimsuits. But yeah, I really enjoyed Act 3, or I really enjoyed the game Act 3 as well. The one thing that I'll say is the way the game really opens up in Act 3, and so my thought was that I needed to do a lot of grinding, not a lot of grinding, a lot of exploring before I kind of finished the game, because it really encourages that, and didn't need to, and I don't want to give too much away there, but I was way overpowered for the end of the game. I've been told that that's kind of a complaint that a lot of people have had. I don't really see it as a complaint, because I was totally down to mow down the last bosses. Felt very powerful, felt very justified in all of my grinding that I did. But it's really funny because there are, like, you'll learn exploits in the game, ways to really make it easier for combat, and there are still stuff in there that with your exploits will just crush you. And so I think that's really cool that the game has so much to offer, even if you do think that you've kind of figured out the system. They're like, well, let's see how good you've really gotten. I've come in contact with a few creatures in the game since beating it that I'm scared of still, even on easy mode. So, like, I play the game on Expedition all of the time, and then every once in a while when I struggle, I'll go into story mode, and some of them are just, they're like, no, you're not ready for this. Go home. But really enjoying it. I probably, like I said, I'll probably keep playing it, but I probably won't bring it up much on the podcast now that I'm it's very much became a game this week of, I've got a few minutes, got 15-20 minutes, so I'll go in and do a little bit of grinding, because I want to get some of those final bosses. I found a good place, and I spent the entire game figuring out how Pictos and Luminas work, and I'm not going to explain that on the podcast. You can look it up yourself, but a relatively easy concept that I just never looked up, and so I didn't really know how they worked, and now I have a lot of catching up to do on getting Pictos and Luminas to work for me. But that's what I've been doing. Andrea, what about you?
I am still playing through Fallout New Vegas. I just got to level 2 with my character and just really taking my time with exploring the map and just completing side quests and all these new characters that I come across. I still haven't gotten to New Vegas yet, so still working my way towards that. But I'm just enjoying the journey and not focusing on the destination so far in this playthrough. So that's been fun.
Very cool. And Jonathan?
Well, I had to take a small break from Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I decided to go back and play all the original Assassin's Creed games. So
Okay.
I'm not playing through them straight. I'm just kind of been booting them up, playing through some old saves. I kind of miss this Assassin's Creed. I know a lot of people prefer the new ones, but man, I miss the. You could really feel the passion put into these games because there's so many tiny
Mhm.
details and tiny things you could do that I don't know. I just felt like there was more passion put into them, or
Cool.
more labor of love, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. The writing I think is so much better, especially with Ezio, like his entire trilogy. So
Mhm.
I've been playing through those and like not really playing through. I'm just kind of jumping in, exploring a little bit. Revelations, I did start from the beginning, and yeah, the story's just really good. And I would consider it the weakest of Ezio's trilogy, but I still think it's better than
Hmm.
some of the new games.
Okay. I saw, and Unity's not part of that, is it? Is it Unity came after quite
Yeah,
a bit?
yeah.
Yeah. It was, I haven't played a lot of Assassin's Creed games, and I don't even know if this clip was real, but it looked unreal. It was Assassin's Creed Unity, and it was the crowds in that game, and you can weave through these like crowd systems, and it's amazing because it's like it looks like hundreds of people that you're like sifting through to get away from people. And I'm like, why? I can't believe we don't see that more in games now because it'd be so much easier
So
on like a PS5.
I would consider that the last true Assassin's Creed game, and they
Uh-huh.
were trying to do a full reboot and bring it back to the
Uh,
original and some of the mechanics that the original wanted to do, but they couldn't do. And but when it launched, it really you really are. There's hundreds of people on screen, but this was
yeah,
on like a launch title for the next gen consoles, which would have been the PS4 and the Xbox One.
yeah,
They couldn't handle it, and so it
got it.
got bad reviews because it had bad performance, and the story is probably I wouldn't say it's the weakest in the entire series, but it in my opinion it starts off real strong, and then kind of just loses its steam. And
Gotcha.
but when I first played it, I really liked it. The story, I got real invested in it, because they kind of the main character is Arno, and they were trying to make him kind of like Ezio, but they didn't
Mhm.
quite have the same swagger. Like they were trying, and it was
Uh,
close, but you just quite don't connect with them the same. But it's got the best parkour. I think it's got the best combat in the series. It's just the writing's not quite there.
I would love to see that crowd system brought back to a game because like PS5
Mm.
generation, Xbox One generation, like they could definitely keep up with it now.
I They
Xbox
could
One
definitely
X,
handle it
whatever
for
is
sure.
the.
I mean, I think we're seeing that more and more with each generation of tech that's
Hmm.
introduced. Like they can handle more than ever before now.
We can't make things look any more realistic, but we can put more on the screen.
Uh
So I actually,
I mean, they're look at what Mr. Kojima is working on. I mean, that looks pretty real to me.
That's true. That's fair enough.
so I will say before the podcast, I did boot up Unity tonight, and
Ah,
on my Xbox One, and it still looks fantastic. Like the
that's
graphics are
cool.
really good still. It's a little framey. I think it's getting like it might be hitting 30 frames a second, so it's a little
Hmm.
can be a little choppy because it dips, but it's not bad. They did all the bug fixing. It's actually a very playable game. I hear it's even better on PC, so it's worth a shot.
Makes sense.
So
Be
if you
cool.
get bored, it's usually pretty cheap, I think.
I keep hearing rumors of a Black Flag remake, and
Yes,
oh yeah,
and
They're not rumors. We've heard. Yeah, because they're taking away the anime stuff. We talked about that the other day.
Yeah, and I'm a little sad, because
I'm not.
apparently, well, reason why I'm sad, I'm not sad about that. Which
Oh,
the
okay.
the Black Flag Animus, that was awful. But they are bringing the RPG combat to it instead of the original combat, and I hate the RPG
Oh.
combat. Yeah.
Oh.
Why would you do that? I mean, I don't hate the RPG combat, but like, well, I want to play that game again.
Yep.
I guess go play that game. Whatever.
I
People.
really don't like the new combat in the new games. I heard Shadows is a lot better. It's more refined, but
Ghost of Tsushima is the best Assassin's Creed game ever made.
yeah.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. I played Valhalla. I liked Valhalla, so like just very into Viking stuff.
Mhm.
But combat wise, it was a little weak, and story wise, it wasn't great either. I just was excited to be a Viking working on a Viking town.
There were some moments in the story I really liked. There's one where you go on a trip, like a drug trip, and I can't remember how you get there. And there's like a talking stag that's leading you through it, and it's just
Yeah.
like very like, I don't know, the dialogue just made me laugh.
You go to
That sounds very
Asgard.
interesting.
You go to Asgard, and
yeah,
you talk to a witch
trippy.
doctor, and it becomes like a whole mission thing.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
don't remember. I don't think I've ever finished that part of it. Like I finished the story, and then there's like that stuff.
Oh yeah.
That I thought would also technically be story, and it kind of is, but you roll credits without doing that. And so I don't think I ever did it. But you find out that you're like Odin reincarnated or something. I don't know. They got weird.
So I'm gonna
Spoilers, sorry for anyone. I guess some people might care about that.
So I went on a little rant about Assassin's Creed with my wife, and I'm like, they drop the modern story that was actually somewhat intriguing after Assassin's Creed 3. And then they don't really do anything with it until Origins. And then it's like, hey, here's this new character that's modern times. And then they drop it again in Valhalla, if you beat Valhalla. Apparently, Shadows picks it back up, and they're actually picking up the original story. And I don't know if how much spoiler I'm gonna get. I mean, it ends in Valhalla. When did that come out? Like 2019, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been long enough. So, spoiler alert, but you play as the Isu, which are the aliens that created all the pieces of Eden that you're searching for in the original. And so they're actually weaving it back through. And I had no idea. So I was like super upset and quit playing them because I'm like, they dropped the story and it's not going anywhere. But apparently,
I knew that they kind of have it, but I didn't understand the significance of it when there's a character change.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah. And apparently they are actually building to that. So apparently, I haven't played Shadows yet. It's on my wish list on Steam. It just hasn't been cheap enough for me to buy it. But apparently, allegedly, they pick it back up in a significant way that starts weaving it together. So,
cool.
We'll see.
That's fun.
That's what they look forward to.
Yeah,
for
now
sure.
I'm kind of want to play through them again.
We'll get into the gaming world then, the gaming news. Go ahead, Andrea.
Okay, so first up, we have some Animal Crossing news. If you are an Animal Crossing longtime lover, there was a new announcement made that New Horizons is going to be releasing a free content update on January 15th, and also a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. Some of these new updates include, let's see, there was a trailer release, that's for sure. Improved resolution and some mouse controls, just the logistics with the Nintendo 2 Switch. And then for both versions of the game, some of these new inclusions include the Resort Hotel's grand opening, which is a resort hotel opening up on the pier, run by the captain. If you don't know who the captain is, he's that that wise sea salty turtle captain that likes to ferry people back and forth throughout the ocean. You can bring guests off the island and also decorate your guest rooms and more. You can also work with Mr. Rossetti. Oh, don't we love Mr. Rossetti? With his reset service to help tidy up your island and to also upgrade your home storage now to 9,000 items. So people who have lots of clutter, like I am known to do in my games, will be very happy with that. There is something called Slumber Island, and players who have a Nintendo Switch Online membership can design and save up to 3 islands and play with their friends online. You select the size and the layout of the island, build and design it together with your friends, access your inventory, decorate, and just have fun with your friends on the island. So lots of collaborations and also some new characters, I believe, were also announced that will be coming in that are, I believe, from Tears of the Kingdom. We have Minoru as one character and Tulin, both from The Legend of Zelda, and then 2 others, Cece and Vici, I believe is how you pronounce that. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm sorry, from Splatoon. So we have 4 new characters that are also being included in that update. And people are very, very excited about that. So please look forward to that January 15th when that comes out. Whether you have a Nintendo Switch 2 or the original, they'll be available on both platforms. So that is one update. And then another one with our friend Nintendo and I believe with Pal World, the lawsuit. So if I'm understanding correctly, the patent from Nintendo was rejected by the Japan Patent Office for lacking originality. So
Which
back
is
in September
wonderful
2020,
news.
yeah, back in September 2024, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company announced that they were filing a patent infringement lawsuit against Pocket Pair's Pal World. I know like the 2 games like side by side have a lot of similarities, so I think Nintendo got a little bit huffy with that. But it looks like the patent infringement was rejected. So how do we feel about that?
Yeah. I think the patent was something like cannot use creatures that you catch for battle or something really broad that is like not a Pokemon thing, but a very common video game concept. It would have been detrimental.
It is
What
a
do you think,
bit
Jonathan?
more, but it looks like a lot of legalese to me that I don't know if I can interpret very
Yeah.
well, at least not during the podcast anyways.
That was like
But
the basis. Yeah.
yeah, if you want to look there, they have the information in the articles online, and I'm sure people much wiser and more well versed in law and order will be able to interpret that much better than I can.
I know I believe Pocket Pair had to disable that feature where you threw the I don't think they call them spears, they call them something else, but you would throw the items that would collect them, and then tell you also would use the pals. You would throw it and cast it, and they would pop out of it like Pokemon. And I believe they had to disable it. And I believe I'd read, it's been a couple of months, but their lawyers in Japan actually advised them to do that, and it's some kind of practice for these copyright lawsuits.
Right.
Which, as Americans, like in our legal system, that kind of looks suspicious when a business or a person does that, because it's almost like deleting evidence. But yeah, apparently it's just some kind of practice they have over there. I kind of hope they bring it back. I haven't played it since they've removed that, so I don't even know how you utilize.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to catch your Pokemon?
Yeah.
I mean, pals.
Yeah, it's not Pokemon. They're
pals. My bad. They're totally different.
Totally.
Nintendo. I think this patent would have been as detrimental as copywriting or trademarking the Nemesis. What was it called?
Nemesis system.
Yeah. Nemesis system,
Yep.
which like is an awful thing for someone to have taken and made their own and never use. I feel like. Yeah, have we seen any games recently that have used it? I don't think Warner Bros. Made anything that would.
I don't think so.
They haven't made a single thing with it since Shadow of War. So
yeah, made this amazing system, trademarked it, so no one can use this, and then didn't use it again. Give me Pokemon with Nemesis system.
Well, they had so it's actually incorrect. They did have one more game. It was Wonder Woman, and then they canceled it. They killed it.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine Pokemon. You like try to catch Pokemon, and it remembers you.
Yeah.
Goes back, levels up really strong. Comes back and takes you
Warner
on.
Warner Brothers doesn't know what they have. They really don't. They don't know. Like they're sitting on a.
They don't know what to do with what they have for sure.
Yeah, sometimes like Disney, sometimes Disney doesn't know what they have.
Yeah. We'll actually be talking about that in a moment. We'll get into movies. I believe the only person who saw a movie though was you, Andrea.
Yeah, I saw Tetris on Apple TV over the weekend. Finally,
Nice.
I saw the trailer a long time ago, so I loved it. I saw the trailer back when it was announced, and I was like, I would really like this, and I finally did. I think 2 years later, and I did really like it. Like, apparently,
it's Tori Egerton, right?
Apparently, the movie is like. It's like 80% accurate to the events that actually happened that transpired the creation and distribution of Tetris to the mass markets.
Okay.
And then also like lots of, political espionage going on as well, because as we know, Tetris was developed in the Soviet Union towards the curtain fall of communism over there. So got to see a lot of that, and the differences between the systems in the United States versus Japan versus Soviet Union, and how everybody wanted this game because of how much it would mean to really the state of the world, really. So I don't know exactly how, if that's true, but they really made it feel like it was a really big deal in the movie. So, and from what I gathered, the two guys that the movie is based on, they really enjoyed the movie, even if they said like there's of course, some embellishments, because of course with a movie you have to have some embellishments. But it was really fun, really good, fun popcorn movie, great performances, great little history look at video games during this time period. So I really liked it.
I'm looking something
awesome.
up because and I'm wrong. I thought Atari published Tetris.
They did mention that in the movie, actually.
Did they? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe in the movie, I don't know exactly how it was in reality, but they mentioned that they sold it was undercut from Nintendo because they wanted Nintendo to have the rights, but they undercut Nintendo by giving them to Atari. So I think Atari had some of the rights, because there were like three different ways they could distribute it. It was video games, arcades, and then this was also the introduction of the Game Boy, and that became a big thing. The home console, it's the handheld console. So that was the third, I guess, method of the different rights that were available, and each one was a separate right that companies could have. So I think some companies got some versions and others got others.
Reason why I was looking that up, I got the creator of Tetris and the founder of Atari mixed up. I thought they were the same person. Because
Okay.
the founder of Atari also is the founder of Chuck E. Cheese, and I was like, oh, this is a fun fact, but I was completely off. So
Gotcha.
That's
So
Atari,
wow.
right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. I didn't know that. Have either of you ever experienced the Tetris effect?
Mm-mm.
Remind me what that is.
So the Tetris effect happens really easily if you play that really big Tetris game that happened on the Switch that went viral. I can't remember the name of it. Top of my head, Tetris Attack or something. But if you play Tetris enough, you will, when you stop playing, see the blocks in front of you falling because
Oh,
of like the patterns of it. And so it'll like literally
Weird.
you'll hear the music and it'll
I
fall in
don't
front of you.
I don't think I played it on a big enough screen to have that effect, but they do mention that in the movie actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
At the
it's
very beginning.
there was a game that came out not super long ago, like within the last 10 years. Um that it was like I think they kind of built it for it. Like they were hoping that people would get the Tetris effect out of it. Um
Hmm.
I think it was Tetris Attack or something. I can't remember. It was a multiplayer Tetris game where you would play against other people and you were like it was just Tetris, but uh, someone will have to look for it for me. One of the listeners, but it is. I've never had I've never had Tetris Effect, but I've played Pokemon enough that I would turn the Game Boy Advance off. It was the Game Boy SP that I had. I would turn it off, and the music would be so vivid that I'd have to check to see if I actually turned the game off because it sounded like it was still coming from the console.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, I played a lot of Fire Red. Um, but it's not. It's different than like having a song stuck in your head because it just sounds like it's right there. Um,
Oh wow.
it's a
I
wild
don't know
thing.
if I've
Closest
ever
I've
had
ever
that
been.
happen while playing a game. I mean, I've had songs stuck in my head, but I'm not sure if my brain's like actually tricked me into thinking I'm hearing it. I don't think I've ever had that happen. At least not
Um,
consciously.
Yeah.
totally has happened with me when I was probably well, it would have been around Skyrim when it came out because I played so much of Skyrim that I had that happen. So I had to take
Okay.
a long break from it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I s-
you
Sky
definitely feel like you've played the game enough if you're starting hearing things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, cool. It's a movie that I've been wanting to watch. I just haven't got around to doing so. Excuse me. We will then get into the movie news. What you got, Jonathan?
Well, Warner Brothers' future is in flux. They are letting other companies bid on them, and Netflix is in the mix.
Take it, Disney. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
just gave Cody a side eye. Uh, um,
Don't do it, Disney.
please don't. I want some of my childhood to remain. Anyway, I don't know if they're gonna buy it. But they are bidding on it. A lot of people are not happy about that because
In case
quality
I didn't
control.
hear, he's talking about Netflix, not Disney.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of talked
Or
over you. I
both.
just want to make sure that everyone heard.
Yeah, the focus
Yeah.
is on Netflix now. Disney can be waved aside for
Yeah,
now.
Or maybe I'm talking about both at the same time. But
Oh,
it's true.
maybe.
I think it goes
Maybe.
either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically Netflix is in the bid. Um, also Paramount is, but they basically want to keep everything separate. Where I think Netflix would just kind of absorb it, and it'd be all
Mhm.
under Netflix's umbrella. But it looks like Paramount wants to kind of keep Warner Brothers intact, which would be good. So it would have DC Studios be separate. James Gunn would still be in his position. Um,
Mhm.
I guess the speculation is if Netflix bought it, would that remain like that? They haven't really said. So I don't think
Yeah,
they've even officially announced some bidding.
I think the craziest part of that would be that you would have Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon under the same umbrella.
Uh huh.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of animated world to combine.
It's like
Which
Hasbro,
that
you know?
means when they do the
Mhm.
new SpongeBob kart racing, you could, in theory, have Batman driving through Bikini Bottom.
That's awesome.
There have been
Yeah.
stranger crossovers.
Yeah. I don't love the consolidation of these like movie worlds, these Hollywood companies, but I do think that, as mentioned earlier, Warner Brothers doesn't really know what to do with the stuff it owns, and so giving it to, I think Paramount would probably be the best bet.
And the other thing is too, it's like, at what point do we say these are monopolies?
Right.
And so it starts cutting out all the competition. But yeah, Warner Brothers hasn't had good leadership in a very, very long time. Some people would argue,
yeah,
even into the 21st century, like it just hasn't been good. So,
like we joke about Disney, but Disney truly would be a monopoly. Like as far as superhero movies go, they would own the two largest superhero franchises in the world.
I actually don't think legally they could get away with it. So that's
probably not
bidding.
They had a hard time with Fox, so I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't know what I would.
And that's not even in the talks. I'm just saying, monopoly.
If DC and Marvel ever combined, I don't know how I would feel about that. They're just two distinct, two distinct worlds with their own feel to it. It would be really weird to combine the two.
I do think we'll get a crossover someday.
Well, there have been in the comics. In the comics, there have been a couple of crossovers.
But I'm hoping they're not under the same studio. I hope that is two studios working together to make a movie.
Oh, are you thinking like a Roger Rabbit kind of deal? Which was also Warner Brothers and Disney combined,
I would see it more, in a weird way, like it's more like watching Sony's Spider-Man stuff. So like there's kind of like a cross ownership there that's weird, but I would see it as a Disney Warner Bros production. You get both logos pop up, and then it would have to be, I would hope that James Gunn would helm it. I think that would just make the most sense.
Yeah. But he has a very distinct style, though.
Yeah, but he's put that style in both universes, and I think that would be kind of that bridge. But I think that like, I don't know if DC, what they've made around the DCU really makes sense for Marvel, but I think that DC, in the way that it's done multiverses so far, opens itself up to have like it makes sense for Marvel characters to be the DC world for some reason. Like if that's just another universe, that wouldn't surprise me.
I think people would be very upset the moment Batman beats Thanos with prep time. So
please do it. There was a canceled. James Gunn has come out and said that he had a plan for Deadpool to be in Peacemaker. It was just going to be, they were doing these like different door universes, and so one of the universes was just going to have Deadpool like waving or something, and they decided that it just would have been way too much red tape to try to get that for a cameo. But it does sound like that's something that's on James Gunn's radar.
They are actually doing an active crossover right now in the comics. Right now it is cool. Deadpool, Batman. There are more, and I'm trying to find them because I've been seeing they've been showing off the covers for them, the artists on Twitter. There is a rumored Batman Punisher crossover.
That could be cool. I would love the psychology of both of those.
I mean, it's already intense enough with Daredevil,
Yeah, that would be really interesting. I guess it would be, I mean, you see Batman and Red Hood, that's a very similar dynamic, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Red Hood.
Going back to the subject at hand, I think that Paramount, like you guys were saying, is probably the better decision over Netflix. I don't know if anyone else is in the bid right now. But I would imagine Netflix has gone out and said that they're not going to do any theatrical releases until after a movie is done well on their own platform. And so that would completely change the way that DC Studios is doing things right now. And so I would don't know. I'm hoping it goes to Paramount if it's going to go to anybody. I kind of wish DC Studios was just its own studio, which it kind of is, but like not owned by a parent company. It was just its own thing.
Yeah, I agree. I really think it went downhill in general when I think DC as a publisher went downhill when they were bought out by Warner Brothers. I'm not even sure when that happened, but I think it was probably the 80s.
Mm. But
I'm actually gonna look it up real quick. So,
yeah, you're good.
It doesn't even say.
I would have no idea.
Oh, it was Warner Brothers actually didn't buy it. It was a parent company. They bought it in 1969. So,
long while ago.
Yeah. So, but on to some better news. Godzilla -1, the follow-up, got a title reveal today, and it's called Godzilla -0.
Which is not a number.
It's not a number.
But I am so excited.
Cody keeps getting on to me because I haven't watched -1 yet.
Yeah, so I hope that you watch it and aren't disappointed.
What is it? I know it's just the title reveal, but what is this?
So Godzilla -1 was a live action film, or is a live action film that came out, and it was made in Japan. So it's best watched subtitled, and takes place during World War II. And it isn't a movie about Godzilla. It is a movie about survivor guilt in World War II. And Godzilla is a metaphor. Godzilla's in it. He's there. But he is a metaphor in the story for the destruction of Earth. And like casualties of war. And it's so like back to the roots of what Godzilla is. Some people argue or suggest that like Godzilla was a metaphor for atomic bombs when it was first made and the destruction that they can cause.
Because I saw the original one, so that's what I was thinking.
But it's funny because this came out like the same year that Godzilla vs. Kong did, and it was so weird to see. Godzilla is very much a villain in this. He is a natural threat to the world, and then in the United States, Godzilla is this big action hero.
Yeah.
King Kong's riding on Godzilla. They're going to battle, and it's like war, yeah. And
guys, I think there might be more than one Godzilla on here, right?
Yeah.
There's more than one Godzilla. That's the answer.
It was crazy to see kind of just that contrast in the way that they were making these movies, but it feels very back to its roots. It's not super high budget by any means, but it's got one of the greatest stories in a Godzilla movie that I've ever seen, and I think that it really proved to me something that I didn't believe, which was that a Godzilla movie is good when or can be good when it's focused on the people and not the monster, because that was my biggest complaint with the first Godzilla movie that we made here in the United States. Not the 90s one, but the Godzilla vs. Kong universe.
Doesn't the original, like the very first Godzilla movie, do just that? Because I know, like, of course the monster's in it, right? Because you see it, destroying everything. But there is more of a focus on the people that are surviving and trying to come up with the means to destroy Godzilla.
For sure.
So are you saying that as someone who's only seen the original, I would really like this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think if you've watched the original, I think you would really like this. The original like American one that was made only had like I think it was 15 minutes or 14 minutes of footage of Godzilla in the whole movie, and it wasn't even like a solid 14 minutes. It was these like little bits, and I was like, I'm just so bored. I wanted to see Godzilla, and I'm not seeing Godzilla's whole movie. And so I thought in my head I was like, oh, Godzilla's not cool unless we get to see Godzilla. And Godzilla -0 or Godzilla -1 proved that wrong.
Yeah.
It's very much about the people,
I
and the
really
story is
liked in
so
the
well done.
original one how, he was used sparingly, but he was so frightening every time he did come on the screen because uh he was basically like a force of nature that as soon as like he showed up and started destroying, that was like you're done. That's it for you.
Mm.
So the
Mm.
stakes really felt high, and by the end of the movie, it's like, ooh, who's gonna make it and who's not?
Yeah.
See,
When
the
was
problem is, I really liked the 90s Godzilla, the American one with
yeah.
the Go Gadget guy. What's his name?
I don't remember.
Matthew Broderick or
I, I think yeah. Matthew Broderick.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, I couldn't. Ferris Bueller. I couldn't think of anything else other than, um, is it Inspector Gadget? Is that the property? Yeah, Inspector Gadget.
It's the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up on this Godzilla, so to me this is
I had
the
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 toy, and the
definitive.
toy was super cool.
the
Yeah, I
Inspector
think I did too.
Gadget?
Actually, that's so funny.
Inspector Gadget?
No, the 98 Godzilla,
Oh,
1998
okay.
Godzilla.
I did have the Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget toy, so
Nice. I at one time, I don't know where my mother put it, but it was the McDonald's Inspector Gadget. It was each piece was a toy on its own, but then you can get all of them. You can make it into a person. I don't know where
that's
that is these
interesting.
days, but
That's an interesting choice.
yeah. So Andrea, you're saying the only one that you've seen is the 1954 Godzilla.
Yes, that's the only one I've seen. I know there's a bunch more, but I did I like that one a lot. I like that dark, almost like end of the world kind of feel, and everybody's like
Mhm.
contemplating, like, do we deserve this? Like, what do we have to sacrifice to appease this monster? I really like that, and the effects for the time actually were like, ooh, I have a drop in my stomach. This is actually kind of scary, but in a good way for
Mhm.
1954.
I think you will love minus one. Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
I
add
think
that
you'll
to my
love
list.
minus one. Um, the new reboot that they did in the United States, in that Godzilla vs Kong universe, tried kind of doing that in the first movie that they
Mm.
had made, and they just weren't able to capture it the way that minus one did. If it helps you, all of it, everything's a reboot with these things, and so Godzilla minus one is a Godzilla in its own universe.
So,
It's
so
not
it's
like a
not like
continuation of
Jaws where
anything
each
else.
movie gets worse with each one, right?
Right. Hopefully not. I mean, we've only seen Godzilla minus one was the first one in its own world, I guess.
Okay, good. Okay, that makes me feel a bit better then.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I actually do really like the Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters. I think they're fun movies. Um,
Yeah.
I, but they do
I
focus.
To be clear, I don't hate them either. I think they're fun.
I will say I think they focus a little too much on the characters, not enough on Godzilla. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean those. I just want big monsters. I want big monsters fighting. Just give me kaiju UFC. That's all I'm looking for.
yep.
Uh,
That used to be a game.
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh my
What if there was
gosh.
like, what if there was like an ultimate kaiju cross battle between like the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, King Kong, Godzilla? I'm sure
I'm
I'm
down.
missing a few others, but it's like
They made a
you know,
Rampage movie.
a ramp. Oh, they did, or they
Ram-
would.
They
Rampage
did.
is what I'm thinking of.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
But there was
What?
Rampage was Is that a fighter
yeah,
or was it a side scroll? Yeah, I couldn't remember.
there was one that was.
Yeah,
But the,
Dwayne Johnson's Rampage, and there's a giant alligator and there's a giant white gorilla fighting.
So
I
somebody's
want to
that's
already
what
watch
I was
thought
that
of
thinking
that.
of.
movie. Yeah. There was rumors of a Godzilla versus Pacific Rim movie in the works. It never happened. It got canceled.
Oh.
But I think that would have been a lot of fun as well.
Speaking of like, I heard they were making a battleship movie. Did that ever come out and it just flew under the radar? Or
Like 20 years ago.
No, they were said they were remaking like based on the board game. That's what I heard. That was a few years ago
2012.
though. 2012, really? Oh
Yeah,
my
based
gosh,
on
that
the board
was
game.
wow, that was forever
Streaming
ago.
on Apple TV.
I
Not 20 years
guess
ago, but it's been a while.
yeah, more than 10. Wow.
I guess we can move on. There's not a lot of news there except that it was announced, right? Like we just got kind of a title card.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's all I need. I'm so excited. Um, Such a powerful movie. Watch -1, everyone. We'll get into the TV that we've been watching. And again, I haven't watched any TV. I played Expedition 33, and I've been working on my car all week. Because I like to pretend that I'm a mechanic and get in way over my head. And so I've been trying to fix things via YouTube videos and Gemini AI.
As one does.
Yeah. So, uh, Andrea, we'll start with you again. What have you been watching?
Still The Office. We just finished season 4, which I really liked that finale. I was laughing really hard. Um, I don't know if I should spoil it for people who haven't seen The Office yet, but it was actually um, some going aways for some characters and some new characters being introduced that actually create a really good dynamic. So I've been really enjoying that and having a blast. It's so weird because The Office for me, it kind of started like on an even peak where I didn't really feel much for these characters and what was going on, but then slowly as the seasons have been going on, I'm like, oh, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. And now finally I'm like, okay, I'm actually laughing at every other joke now. This is what I wanted. So this is what everybody's been talking about. I love seeing like the
Very
scenes
cool.
based on the memes and everything in real time. So that's been fun.
That's cool. And Jonathan?
Um, we're just continuing through Resident Alien. We're still in season 2. There's a lot more episodes than I realized. It's like 16. I think season 1 had like 10. So
Oh wow, okay.
yeah,
I think I
it's
have a
still
bit of
good.
TV paralysis. Like I watch the things as they're coming out, and there's such a backlog of television that I need to watch. But once I get done with the show that I'm like been watching as it comes out, I pull back and I don't watch anything for a while and wait for the next thing. And there's so many things I could be watching when I'm like, "Ah, I don't know. There's so many things to start. I don't know what to start, so I just never do.
Yeah,
It's like a marathon, right? Like when you marathon a show, by the time you're finished, you feel exhausted for some reason, especially for those long runners,
Hmm.
you know. And it's like, oh, I had a good time, but I'm exhausted, and I'm like, I kind of don't want to watch anything for a while.
We used to binge. We used to like we'd get done at like 6 or 7 o'clock. We would start, and then at 3 a.m. be done with the show. And you're like,
Yeah,
that was so good. And it's like that took so much time for people to make. And I
I
watched it in a day and forgot about it a month later.
I can count on on my fingers of how many shows I would actually sit down to binge. There's not that many. I can at most maybe do 3, but there's only like one of just a few that I could actually like and binge watch and actually enjoy. So I'll say one of them is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love that show. I will keep watching that forever and ever nonstop. So that's one of them. But there's not too many that I would actually binge and enjoy.
For sure. We will get into the TV news then. It's all Netflix. Yeah, no, it's not. It's almost all Netflix. Uh, I don't know if there was an event that I may have missed. It feels like there was an event that I missed. We've got a Crash Bandicoot animated show in the works, which makes sense.
yeah,
I don't know who's working on it, but from like what I've seen, I don't think they're official stills. I think they're from the game. Never mind. It looks very Sonic the Hedgehog in the stills that I saw, but I think they're from one of the games. Um, but Crash Bandicoot just works, I think, for an animated show.
yeah. I would assume it's animated. It would have to be. It'd be weird to be live
100%
action.
animated.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's definitely animated.
CG
Oh yeah,
animated
I
same
just
or
don't know
here.
what
2D.
the
I
art style will look
wonder.
like. I would bet probably that 3D, like the new, like the Crash that came out on like the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
He had like a new haircut and things.
I think
I
CG
would bet
would
it looks
work
a lot
well
like
for
that.
it. Yeah.
It's giving like the Donkey Kong vibes, the old Donkey Kong animated
Oh
CGI
gosh.
show.
Not
Yeah.
that. No.
Way
Are
back.
you talking about the one from the 90s?
Yeah.
I know the one you're talking about. That looked
I,
awful.
hopefully it looks a little bit better than that, but I feel like it might have the same feel. It's definitely a weird world that I would be down to explore in like a TV show. I don't know if it'll be for us. I feel like it's probably a younger audience, if
Probably.
I were to guess.
It's for the Crash
But
Bandicoot
Probably.
fan and all of us. What are you talking about?
yeah, I I wish that they would make new things, and like I would want like a Crash Bandicoot. It would make sense to make it for 30-year-olds. I would be down with that. Maybe not 30
Hmm.
year olds. I love like the late like the teen writing for some of this kind of stuff. Like I
Hmm.
feel like that's a good line for nostalgic stuff like this. Like
Yeah,
don't make Crash Bandicoot some kind of like rated R thing and like ruin it. But mature it up a little bit. Give it a deep story that I can care about and care about the characters. I would be so for that.
you mean create lore,
Give
that
it
kind
some
of
cheap
thing?
humor. Yeah. I and lore that I care about. I don't know. There's such a big difference between like Sonic the Hedgehog's Sonic Boom and like Voltron, which were
That's true.
both kids games,
Yeah.
kid shows.
That's
But
true.
Voltron was so good. And I mean Sonic Boom wasn't bad, but it's like it's very kiddie.
That's
Give me
true.
that Avatar, Avatar: The Last Airbender writing.
Every day, of
We'll see.
course.
Who knows? Yeah. Um, what also could use some better writing from what I've heard is The Witcher season 4. It's not getting great reviews.
No, it's
But
not.
also we were talking about a spinoff recently that they were going to turn into an 80-minute movie. That 80-minute movie is apparently out. They just kind of shadow dropped it. They didn't give a release date or anything. They just released it with the show. So you can watch that movie now. It's called The Rats. It's about the rats in The Witcher that are not literal rats. They're a group of people from an episode. It's one of those things. Stranger Things did this too, where they pitched a spin-off idea in the show and nobody liked it. Uh, which literally Stranger Things they completely retconned it. I feel like in that last season, and in this they're like, no, we're just gonna release this what was gonna be a show into a movie, and make that movie happen. So
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna watch it. I spoiled it for myself. There may
mm,
or may not be reasons why they're just kind of dropping this, but you know.
Hmm.
yeah. I'll probably watch The Witcher. I don't know if I'll watch The Rats. I'll probably finish out the season. It's the final season, right?
No, there's
The
actually
Witcher.
one more season. They filmed back to back.
I'll probably watch both seasons of The Witcher. I when I start something, I like to finish it.
I'm just gonna stick with the game
For better
version
or
of The
worse.
Witcher for myself.
Maybe wise.
Same.
I've started it, so I'll see it through. Um, Walking Dead did the same thing, and I didn't regret it with The Walking Dead. So who knows?
That's good.
Well,
It may surprise you, maybe. Hopefully.
most of The Walking Dead. Last season of The Walking Dead was terrible, but that's beside the point. Uh, we also have a trailer for One Piece season 2. That's the live action One Piece, not to be confused with the 1 billion episode anime or the remade anime that'll be condensed coming out. And it looks like more of One Piece. I haven't actually seen the show, but I've been told that it's one of the greatest anime adaptations to live action ever made. So,
Yeah, even the
um,
creator of the manga loves it. So that's high praise.
there you
It's
go.
very high
Yeah.
praise.
So it looks good. I need to watch more of it. The last piece of news here is not from Netflix, but Super Sentai is 50 years old, which is wild to me. there are rumors that they are ending the show there.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, definitely out of an era. For those who may not be familiar with it, if you've ever watched like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you actually were watching uh, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but then all the fight scenes were Super Sentai, and then they would just voice over that show, and it was the same, like it was different stories with those characters being used. So they weren't Power Rangers; they were Super Sentai back then.
That is very confusing.
I think
Yeah.
50 years of anything is makes me a little bit nervous because, there's going to be some ups and downs that go with that. I don't know. It's like I can't imagine something like The Simpsons going on for 50 years. It feels like it, but I can't imagine it
Yeah.
actually doing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's a new show come out on Disney. We've talked about it a little bit. It's called Dinosaurus. It's really interesting. We were talking a little bit about Legend of the White Dragon too. It's Jason David Frank's final film. I can't find Dinosaurus. Is it a fever dream?
Dinosaurs.
Oh well. I feel like maybe I'm saying it wrong. But it's Disney's Power Rangers that they're making, which is weird because I think they own Power Rangers too.
I think they do. I
kinda
think
love
they've
that
owned
they're
it for a
turning this-
while.
Dinosaurus.
Did you guys ever
Disney.
watch the Power Rangers movie from 2017?
No.
Yes.
Was it good? Bad?
No?
Not good?
Nobody
I
liked
never
it.
watched it.
I thought it was good. Armor
Yeah.
sores. Sorry. They were armor
okay.
sores,
There's a sore in
not
there.
dinosaurs. But I know one of the Rangers is an outspoken Christian. I can't remember if it was the yellow or the pink Ranger.
Huh.
But
I think I know who you're talking about.
in the movie you're talking about.
I think. In the movie.
So
But I
apparently-
kind of love the idea of Power Rangers turning into a genre and not just being this one thing. Back in the day, they kind of had done that. Beetleborgs. I don't know if either of you remember Beetleborgs.
No.
It was Power Rangers, but it was 3 kids. They had these beetle suits that they would turn on, and then they like their headquarters was this weird mansion that had like a kind of an Addams Family vibe to it. And yeah, they had like Megazords and everything, but it was 3 kids, and that was my Power Rangers. I like Power Rangers too as a kid, but I was way into Beetleborgs.
I've never heard of it. Is that also from the 90s?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Beetleborgs, 2 seasons. Oh, it only had 2 seasons. Come out in 1996.
I like the villain that has the giant eyebrows and the Elvis Presley hair.
That's not a villain. That's their guy.
So,
They're like
Beetleborgs
Yeah.
it's big bad Beetleborgs.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's also by Saban.
The song was literally Big Bad Beetleborgs. Da, 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 da.
But it's also by Saban Entertainment, which also did Power Rangers. It's like they're siblings.
That makes sense.
They're siblings.
I don't know. I'm really curious if maybe that was a Japanese show as well. That
Yes, I believe you are right. You are right. I'm looking here on Wikipedia
Adapted.
from Metal Hero Juko B Fighter and B Fighter Kabuto, which means beetle. So
Really
yes.
One of the
I love that
searches-
guy looks like Jay Leno.
Yeah. So one of the searches for Beetleborgs is Beetleborgs Jay Leno, and you click on it, it's just that guy.
Yeah.
They're like, he's got a big chin. Must be Jay Leno.
My point there was I'm totally good with Super Sentai turning into a broader genre here in the United States. I think it has been kind of a genre in Japan. These like weird armor suit shows, but very influential show to Japanese culture, but also American culture. Power Rangers was huge here. So definitely an end of an era if they are indeed closing their doors. I can't imagine 50 years either. It's wild.
Yeah, it's like
insane.
I don't think
How
any
many
of
Megazords?
Megazords.
50 Megazords?
50?
Probably not. Probably not 50. There might be more. I would wonder how many. I don't know what they're called in Super Sentai. They're probably not called Megazords, I would assume.
I'm sure they have a fancy name.
Yeah. We will end the podcast there, though. Are you guys geeking out about anything else this week?
Yeah, looking forward to Frankenstein coming out this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That'd be good.
1 week after Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes, feels like a mistake. Like they messed up.
Yeah.
I agree. Missed opportunity.
Very missed opportunity.
I feel like it's like they tried and just weren't able to get it out in time, maybe.
Probably. Well, I think it had to do with their theatrical release they did.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Still. Yeah. Jonathan, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube under @DifferentLensMedia.
And Andrea?
You can find me on the Geeks Under Grace Discord at the moment, so I am hanging out there and occasionally will say hi.
Yeah. The link works on the website. Go to geeksundergrace.com if you're not in our Discord. It's the community tab. Take you there. And you can find me on Instagram at Cody Armour. Keep gaming, keep praying, and God bless.
It's on!